The washerman's donkey lives a life of hardship, carrying heavy loads all day with no proper food or rest. Each night, his cruel master unties him with the same cold words, "Go find your own food." We see the donkey's ribs protruding, his steps growing weaker, and his eyes losing their spark as he wanders alone in the darkness. On a particularly difficult night, the exhausted donkey encounters a clever jackal. The jackal notices the donkey's poor condition and asks about his troubles. For the first time in months, someone shows the donkey genuine concern. The donkey opens up about his miserable life, feeling a glimmer of hope in this new friendship. The jackal reveals his secret, a lush vegetable garden filled with cucumbers, carrots, radishes, and more. He's discovered a hidden path that allows safe entry each night. The jackal extends an invitation that could change everything: join him for nightly feasts and escape starvation. The donkey's eyes light up with excitement and desperate hope. That very night, the unlikely pair sneaks into the garden together. The donkey experiences something he'd almost forgotten, the feeling of a full stomach. He eats slowly at first, then eagerly, savoring every bite. For the first time in months, he feels truly alive. A bond forms between the donkey and jackal as they share this abundant meal. Weeks pass, and the nightly visits to the garden work wonders. The donkey's body transforms, his ribs disappear beneath healthy flesh, his coat becomes shiny, and his walk grows confident and proud. He forgets the pain of his past suffering. The washerman notices the change but doesn't question it, simply continuing to work the now stronger animal even harder. One moonlit night, after an especially satisfying meal, something shifts in the donkey. He feels euphoric, almost invincible. He begins to sway and lift his head toward the sky, humming softly. The jackal watches with growing concern, recognizing the dangerous signs of overconfidence. The comfortable routine they've established is about to be threatened. The donkey announces his intention to sing, declaring that joy must be expressed after a good meal. The jackal frantically tries to dissuade him, explaining the danger they face as thieves in someone else's garden. But the donkey takes offense, accusing the jackal of not understanding art and music. Pride has clouded his judgment, and he refuses to see the wisdom in his friend's warning. Realizing the donkey won't listen to reason, the jackal devises a quick plan. He pretends to agree with the donkey's desire to sing and offers to fetch a flower garland to honor the performance. He asks the donkey to wait just 10 minutes. The donkey, flattered by this apparent recognition, agrees. The jackal quickly disappears into the shadows, saving himself from the coming disaster. Unable to contain himself, the donkey closes his eyes and begins to bray loudly into the night. The harsh sound pierces the silence, instantly waking the garden guards. They rush toward the noise with sticks raised, finally catching the thief who's been raiding their vegetables. They beat the donkey mercilessly until he collapses, broken and bleeding on the ground. From a safe distance, the jackal watches the brutal scene unfold. He shakes his head sadly and whispers the story's truth: foolish are those who don't listen to their true friends. The donkey, now suffering even worse than before, has learned a painful lesson. Pride and ego had blinded him to wise counsel. True friendship offers warnings, not just praise. Sometimes silence speaks louder than any song, and the smartest choice is to work smarter, by listening to those who care, not harder, by paying the price of stubborn pride.